And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to RV Kids TV Junior Live, or RV Kids TV Live. And we have RV Kids TV Junior channel as well. Sorry for the ambient noise in the background, making some food for the girls for dinner. Full-time Dream, how are you doing? They are first to be in the live. They were first here. They even beat me here by 1 minute. But yeah, so apologize about the background noise. We have a fan, our exhaust fan going because we're making some dinner. So we sort of have to deal with that and the bumping and stuff moving around and all. So we're not in California. We're not having earthquakes or anything like that. But we got some children bumping the tables and all kind of stuff. So you have to bear with us on this day. So we are glad you're here, Full-Time Dream. Thank you for coming out and being here with us. Everybody's sort of doing random stuff as the live is going on, and so it's probably just going to be me tonight on here. But Full-Time Dream says, "How was class? I have no class." Class was great. We got done the first day. I got done the first day of the RV school, and it was more just like the what to expect, and gave us a tour and all kind of stuff like that. Let me see if I can move this so that it doesn't shake as much. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty fun. It's a 10-week program. We're in Palmetto, Florida area. And it's RVSA, and they've been around since 1986 and have been certifying RV technicians since then. And it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be pretty good. It's a good school. We got K&R the second. But yeah, it's a really good program, and they've been, like I said, they've been around since 1986. They're actually one of the first RV technician curriculums written. There were actually two of them, and the owner of RVSA was one of the first to do it. And it's actually pretty cool because they're actually acknowledged through not only the Florida state, Florida's schooling system, but they're actually they're known throughout RVTIA and like the ones that build the RVs, their associations and stuff like that. So I'll actually be certified through them as well. So I actually have 2 RV technician certifications with this school. So it'll be fun. Today was day 1. Went in, of course, made the payment, and the teacher has been the instructor's been there since 2013, if I can remember correctly. Very, very knowledgeable, very, very informative, and detail. A lot of details put into his job. So it's going to be really cool. Like by the time I'm done with the 10-week program, I will have reviewed everything from the refrigerator, the air conditioner units, the furnaces, even down to like the roof, how to repair a roof, how to repair slide issues, even the generators, going over generators, how to work on them. It's going to be really fun. And it's going to be so much knowledge that I'll be able to have and be able to start branching out. Yeah, Kyle says, of course, Kyle or Ryan probably. I would say what's cracking my brother. So Kyle, of course, day 1 is the take my money day. Yeah, that was like the second biggest check that I've written, I think, in my life.
Daddy's excited to be smarter.
Yes, I'm gonna be smart. My brain, like my hat, I'm gonna have to get the next size up fitted hat because it's gonna grow a little bit more.
I'm also excited for him to do this. Got out of the shower. I'm excited for him to do this, but I'm also excited to get a laptop.
Yeah.
Mom said after a month, I get a laptop.
Yep. But it's gonna be really cool. Like this is literally one thing about this program. I'm big into hands-on learning. Not so much a book learner, and this is like all hands. A bulk of it's hands-on. So we'll actually be able to work on all the different equipment and stuff like that. And like even they get into like he's going to they have a ton of refrigerators, ton of furnaces, a whole bunch of these that they can actually fault. They've been able to make them fault into different scenarios so that we can fix them. So it's definitely super detailed. There's I think right around 20 of us in there. So we're all super excited. Full-time Dream Sim, when you're done, come up and help with our awning. Awnings are one of the things that we'll be going over. How to properly repair an awning without killing yourself, because the awnings have 2 spring-loaded springs in the ends, and if you release them improperly, they can actually take your arm off if you're not careful. So yes, that's something that I'll be able to help you out with.
He's lucky because he only gets to go to school for 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks, 10 weeks.
Yep.
So we were thinking we're gonna make a chain, and it has every Friday he has to rip one off. Wasn't that supposed to tell him?
So Kyle's saying with Snap as made in technology. Yeah, books are evil for us ADHD people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about it. Like, we're actually going to be, they're giving us a flash drive, and it'll have all the PowerPoints and all that stuff on it. So I'll be able to do, it's more visual in that. And then the shop it's not as, like, the shop isn't as super, fancy schmancy like some of the other places are. But the benefit to this shop is that they actually have equipment that you can work on, and you can actually, function, just completely get into it and tear them apart. Like we're literally getting into even the trailer brake controllers. He has them torn apart to show you the insides that traditionally as a tech you wouldn't really do, but he's actually going to show us how they work, how everything works and stuff like that. So it's definitely, these guys got it down. They've been doing it since 1986. So I'm pretty sure it's a true and tried system. They're acknowledged through a whole bunch of different places. And I'm just super excited to be able to get to that, be able to have that. Yeah. So Kyle, as many of you know, the state he's in, they got hammered with snow and ice and snow. They shouldn't.
Trying to figure out there.
Just let him in there and let him get hard.
Kyle, you're making me try to find something real hard. You're reminding me of something.
So, yeah, Kyle got ice and snow, and so he's been dealing with that. Everything's been going well. Were you playing Bad Santa Kyle trying to find a chimney? Yeah, 8 inches of snow, not 8. That's 8 foot. But yeah, they got a good bit of snow. We just got cold weather for a little minute there, but so just an update on where we are. We've been in Texas up until, let's see, Monday. Last Monday we left Texas. And we were planning on staying a few days longer, but that storm that came through that hit Kyle, baby, you gotta stop your bouncing. That big storm that came through and hit like from Texas all the way up to Pennsylvania. We were in like the Galveston area. we made it to the beach. We were on the beach. If you saw on our Instagram, if you haven't seen it, check out our Instagram page. We were actually camping on the beach for Christmas Eve through the Monday, and the girls got to be doing sand angels and all kind of stuff like that. We were on the Gulf of Mexico, but where we were, that storm was pushing through possible tornadoes, and that we don't like gambling with tornadoes. So we actually left a little early and started headed east, and we boondocked in part of. See, we were in. Trying to think where we stopped. We're in Louisiana for 1 or 2 nights, and then we hit. We drove straight through Mississippi and ended up in Alabama, so that the girls were able to add Alabama to our map and our United States sticker map. And then we went back to Chassahowitzka. Hey, there's nursing our travel bug. We left Texas because we didn't want to get tornadoes. No, we and what seemed to everywhere. So where that storm was pushing through, everywhere that we were going to stop the next nights, like we were basically just staying in that band. So we jumped ahead of it and got home. I got here, but we stayed at Seven Sister Springs. If you guys remember the video we dropped on Seven Sister Springs, that Chassahowitzka campground that's there, we actually stayed there over the weekend, which was pretty cool. We spent Saturday on the Chassahowitzka River and went back to the springs. The girls, well, Esme and I swam in the spring again. It was nice because it was like 73 degrees. We ran in. It was cold. It was a little cold.
No.
It was a little chilly. But
It was actually pretty nice.
yeah. Blaine's here. Hello, Blaine.
Hi,
And I
Blaine.
think who else? Ray said autism. Hello, how are you? We're back in Florida. Ray said autism family, and we'd really like to meet up with you guys. We're in like the Palmetto area for my school, and we'll actually be in we're going for 2 weeks while I'm in school, and then coming back to Palmetto area again for the rest of it. So it'd be really cool to meet up with you guys. So we'll have to shoot you over an email or something to try to figure out time to meet up. I know Esme was really has been saying she wanted to meet up with you guys. Yeah, Palmetto, Bradenton, yeah, they're like right side by side basically, or up and down, north and south. But yeah, so we're here. Today was my first day. If you don't know, I started RV technician schooling. So it's through RVSA, and first day was pretty cool. Got to meet a lot of people and found out that another camp family in the campground we're at now is actually I'm classmates with him, and it's pretty cool. It's also really cool when you have a RV school, and right behind it is a gun range, a shooting range, and everybody's like, "Oh, we ought to go back there on our break." So it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, it's going pretty good so far, and from what the instructor has been going over through, like what to expect, and he went through all that type of stuff and the different things that we're going to learn. Like, I just get a really good sense of what they have to offer, and it reinforces the decision that I made to go here versus going to the other school in Athens, and also the one that there's actually one just north of us too. So it really helped reinforce the things that I wanted to have out of school. He really enforced it today. Reinforced it.
So Kyle, you know how you said reading books is hard? Well, It is. But I can't. Is it up there? No, I can't find it. But it's a comic book and it's called Flying Witch. I can't find it. I looked everywhere, and it's
in the truck, the red truck.
No, I looked. The red one.
But yeah, so tell them what you did. What'd you do?
I read it all.
Read all 6 chapters.
Is it in the red one?
I think so.
Ah.
But it's so Santa Claus brought her a comic.
No, you guys did.
No, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you bought it.
Raylan got it. Yeah, Raylan got her. And it's a true comic. It actually starts. You read it backwards like a true comic does.
We saw another one, but it was it's not the same book, but it was book 25. We have to order book 2 now.
Yeah, so she completed her first chapter book, and not only did she read the chapter book, she read it from back to front.
Yeah, I think it might be in the red truck.
Yeah, it's in the red.
But also, I told Mom, I was like, we have to get it before. We have to get the second book before I lose interest of it.
Yeah.
We figured just today. We figured out that we can do mail here.
All right. So, question for you guys. So I've been struggling with it too. We hash browns,
mash,
but in the deep fryer, you can see, but they all separated. They aren't staying in the tater tots. So, what are some tips that you have on how to keep them a tater tot and not turn into like a blob of hash brown? Don't leave the air fryer in as your comment, because sometimes we like to have that oily, greasy type of thing.
They do. It's okay once in a while.
Yeah.
Get down. Get down.
Everybody, Nursing Our Travel Book said, "Great job, Esme." But yeah. So we are in Florida again.
Yeah, we were traveling. It was like we got. What time was it? Or.
Yeah, I guess we'll spill the beans. So,
okay, so we got another hitch. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, Kyle's saying if you had an air fryer, you would have a basket. Just saying. Yeah, so our Glance microwave air fryer doesn't have a basket with it.
No.
But yeah, so we'll spill the beans. Yeah, Ray said autism said, "Welcome back to Sunshine State." That's what Erin said. She mentioned that when we got through the border, coming back, we stayed in the Tallahassee area one night. But when we were driving through, she's like, "It's just so sunny here." So it is a little chillier today.
Yesterday was nice. Not
quite as chilly as what some of y'all are getting, but the first 2 days in Florida, it was like 72 degrees at night. It was like in the 80s. Now we got this little cold snap coming through. But I'll still take the 60 couple degree weather.
The pool's heated though.
Yeah, there is a pool here and it is heated, so Esme has been in it. But I was saying something. Oh, yeah. So as some of you may noticed or may not have noticed, on our Instagram pages, we posted pictures of the beach, how we were sitting on the beach. And some of those pictures had a blue truck in it, which is the Chevy.
Which is the original truck.
And some of them also had another truck in there, which is a F450.
They're good.
A red one. Coat them in oil and so I'm gonna use it with our I got a Blackstone that has the fryer on the end of it.
Yeah.
So you put your oil in it and it heats up. So I don't know if it's considered a deep fryer or just a fryer.
That goes from one thing to the other.
Well, as they're commenting.
I know, but it's funny.
So you actually, it's like a basket. Like you go to McDonald's and they make your French fries. You put it in the basket and put it in the oil. And we can't seem to get it to go. Same thing with onion rings. When I make homemade onion rings. Yeah, sorry, stop switching stories.
Truck.
Yeah, truck. So Christmas Eve, we sort of kind of bought an F450. It's a 2013 F450 flatbed.
No, that was Christmas Eve.
Um,
It's nice.
yeah, go nursing our child bugs saying, "Stop with the stories." What new truck? Go back. Yeah, it's a 2013 F450 flatbed crew cab, and it's got the 6.7 liter power stroke in it.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's definitely nice.
A different hitch so we could pull bigger campers. And
yeah,
as Dad was talking like he does, I was on the last page, and I was like, I finished it. So I ran out of the car, almost smacked
You're changing
Milo.
the story again.
No, I'm telling.
What are you talking about?
The book. No,
we were talking about the truck.
I know. I said the hitch. I was talking about the book.
Oh, okay.
We got the hitch, and then I finished the book, and I almost squished Milo in the middle of the door because I was so excited, and then I ran in. They were talking, so I told Mom with the customer, yeah. With Mom, I told Mom, and I was like, "Can I call Grammy?" And that's our grandma, and because she always tries to get me to read, so I called her, and she was really happy. Everybody was really happy. I was really happy. I told Mom when I was halfway through the book, I was like, "You don't know how happy I am. You can see how happy I am, but not as happy as I am in my heart."
Yeah. So, excuse me. So as far as the truck goes, it's a flatbed, and we are looking. Obviously, everybody knows this isn't our final rig.
No.
We weren't.
I don't think we'll ever have a final rig.
No, yeah, probably not.
Mom wants a camper. Mom wants a camper. Then Dad wants a different camper. I want what Mom wants. Fran wants. I don't know what she wants.
Yes. So we know we're gonna end up with a bigger camper, preferably a toy hauler.
No. What do you want, Mom?
Toy hauler.
No, I want the Gateway.
Oh,
Mom wants a Gateway.
Yeah,
I want a Gateway.
She found this Gateway that she likes, but we so we have to take those baby steps. And I happen to run. One of us ran across this F450 on Facebook Marketplace, and when you come across deals, you sort of have to take them. And it's definitely a good. It's a nice truck. It's a crew cab. It's an XL model with all the power options and all.
You see what Kyle said?
What? You don't have any power or anything.
Yeah, it's got power windows, power door locks, power mirrors.
What's a power door lock?
It locks your doors by the push of a button.
Some power seats
but it doesn't have power seats
or heated seats
or air conditioned seats.
Like the blue
but
truck.
the blue truck don't have air conditioned seats. Anyway,
I thought I had one so you could keep them in cold.
They talk about this and they talk about that. Good.
Yeah. So he's the circle of secrets. Really, is what Kyle is.
Yep.
Yeah. So unfortunately, yes, Reddy said autism. So you're driving two trucks now. That's a lot of fuel. Yes. Well, so the intentions are. I'll go through that. The flatbed has the ball hitch for a gooseneck, and I didn't want to run a gooseneck. You can get those adapters to run a gooseneck. You can also mount your plates and everything in there, and all that stuff. But there's a lot of work that has to be done to convert all that over. And the ball hitch that's in there, there's a few ways that a flatbed can be equipped. One is there's a removable ball like the B&W hitches. And then you get a fifth wheel hitch that sits over top of it. And then the center, there's an actual square tube that goes down where your ball would be, and it locks in. But because this one actually has an area that's recessed down in, because the flatbed is taller than your traditional bed height. So they recessed them down in. I couldn't go with any of those setups. And I'm not going with a gooseneck adapter that slides in because it messes with your angles and you can break stuff. So now I'm talking about Reese makes a hitch that it's called a goose box. It's a 20,000-pound goose box, and basically it replaces your complete tongue of your fifth wheel and has a built-in airbag system that goes in onto the existing ball of where the gooseneck would attach. It's the only system for a gooseneck ball that is actually won't void out your warranty on your RV. So I felt real confident in that. So I got that. I'm actually going to do a video on how to install it. While we're here for 2 weeks, I'm going to put over the weekend. I'm going to put it on. Get it on there, and then once I get the F450 set up, this fuel issue that Ready Set Autism family is talking about will go away because we're going to sell the Chevy. We'll sell the Chevy then, and but it actually works out. Coincident, it sort of works out to be a benefit right now. No, that we have two vehicles.
Woo, got it.
Sorry, so that we have two vehicles. Because of going to school, it's sort of nice because now I can take the truck to school and she can take and have a truck to take and go with the girls' places. That way I don't have to bicycle to school.
But today when we went to the pool, Mom wanted to do laundry since the laundry is down by the pool. And we tried to take the truck, but Dad had the red truck keys with him in the blue truck.
So the truck keys I had the truck keys the whole day.
Both of them.
So yes, we bought it in Texas. What was that, Magnolia, Texas? It's a small used car dealership and that we got it from. And they did a really good job with the truck. Like there were some issues that I noticed, and so they actually went above and beyond fixing it. The one of them pertained to the main the front main seal where your transmission and motor mount. It looked like it was leaking, so they pulled the transmission out, which on a dually isn't easy to pull. And they actually replaced the oil cooler for me too. They replaced all these other things, a new water pump. They did a whole bunch of stuff to it. So they stepped out above and beyond on it. The only thing we got to get used to is this DEF fluid for the emissions and all that stuff. So Josiah is here saying, you're in my neighborhood right now. So yes, what's up? So I'm assuming one of Esme's and Raylan's friends that they've met.
No.
Maybe they were trying to say sup.
No, sus is spelled S-U-S.
Yeah, but sup might have been S-U-P. Anyway, but yeah, so we were able to register in Texas, and we're having the tag sent right here because the lovely state of Texas, you have to have a front and back tag. So they're gonna send them right to us, and we won't have to worry about anything there. So. So everything's good there. We do have our domicile set up through Escapees. Everything's set up there. I got my driver's license. Erin's is in the mail on the way here. She got a temporary and everything's good to go there. And we're gonna do a video. That's the next one that's gonna be coming up. Is our we actually set up. If you guys saw Wayne's Tire Shop, I did a little commercial for him. That's where we got our inspections done. So if you're in that Livingston area, if you're doing Escapees and all that stuff in Texas, on Alaska is right around the lake, Lake Livingston. Definitely stop over, tell them that RV Kids TV sent you. We're not getting paid by them or anything like that. We're just, these folks are so, just super cool people. and they're out there just to help
Really
everybody.
nice.
Um,
He wants to see one of my Christmas presents.
all right,
Okay.
so Ready Said Autism is saying this isn't a Ford or Chevy debate question or an opportunity to trash Chevy, but why do most people end up going with Ford? Do they have better towing capacity? All right, so I am a Ford guy. Have been for ever so long. And Aaron had a Ford Expedition, and before that we had a Ford Fusion, she had a Ford Focus.
Ford.
My mama had a Ford Aspire.
So hold on. Looks like Nursery Trial Bug. We're rolling back home from running around. Y'all take care. Well, thanks for stopping out, guys. Hopefully you guys are feeling a lot better and all and stuff like that. And
Oh yeah.
just be safe out there. And thanks for coming.
Now,
We got Blue Wave.
okay. Hi.
Blue Wave's here. Oh, real quick, Bob, you just reminded me. In the link below, after us at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, so directly after our live, I do have for the McGuires. If you guys don't know the McGuires, they were at Mayberry. They are doing their very first ever live.
Woo woo.
So I couldn't find a link to their live for tonight, but I did link them below to their actual YouTube channel. So you can click on the link in the description below here and go over and raid them, do an RV Kids TV raid. They're going on their very first ever live at 8:00 tonight. Now to go back to the Ford Chevy thing. Yeah. I've been a Ford guy. The Chevy, my blue Chevy 3500 came up and was a really good deal at the time, so I couldn't pass up on it. It's a really pretty truck. It does tow fairly well for us. Our rig is 11,900 pounds, 995 pounds or so. So basically 12,000 pounds.
A lot.
It's a 2004. So 15,000 pounds was the max towing on that truck for that year. The newer Chevys will do a lot more. They have the 6.6 Duramax in them. And you get into, so you have the 2017 with the 6.0 gas. It's still a great running truck. I love Chevy for their comfort. Their seats are super comfortable. Their ride's really soft. They have a lot of nice luxuries that come more standard. The reason I went back to Ford was just because it was a good deal. I can haul that flat F450 flatbed's rated, my gross vehicle weight rating 16,500 pounds. So essentially what I can haul with what I can pull fifth wheel with the 3500, the Chevy 3500, I could actually put in my bed and total out to be with the truck and whatever's in the bed could be 16,500 pounds. So this tow is just way a lot more. Like a 20,000 pound RV, which is sort of what we're looking at. That truck's going to haul it all day long. If you get into your Chevys, and they're very comparable to each other. It just depends on what you want. Some people are just Ford people, some are Chevy people, some are Dodge people, and they all swear by them. The bottom line is they all have their own problems. Dodge has transmission problems. Ford, for a while, had some problems with their diesels in general.
Motorcycles.
Chevy has their problems. Everybody has their own problems. So it's really just which problem you want to have. Yeah, so McGuires are awesome people.
Okay.
Let's see. We just went right, and that's really that's what we're into. We're into too. You take the best deal, and with what you need, and that's where we ended up. That's another thing too that can be agreed upon. We got Rattle Trap Fishing. Hello, how are you?
Okay.
Rattle trap fishing's in the house. Sorry, it's a bit late, but I missed you there. And then see Full Time Dreams had nothing but problems with the Fords. Bow ties the way to go. And we had no problem with I have no problem with our Chevy, except for the water pump issue that we had. But for our next step up in rig in our RV, and what I could afford, this came out to be really darn close to it with this F450. So I just when you find a deal, you go with it. Ray said autism saying our towing capacity is around 14,000 and payload is around 3,100 pounds, which is decent for a 6.0. Yeah, that's that's basically what. So where you're at is what my 2004 diesel Chevy dually is towing capabilities. Now the payload I could put like 8,000 pounds payload, just because I had the dually and the diesel, but there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with any of the trucks really. The only thing, yes, Full Time Dream, the 450 has better turning radius, which is awesome. Not to mention the flatbed. I have extra clearance on my, where your fifth wheel comes over the bed. With having a flatbed, I got extra clearance that I don't have to worry about that side to side motion on my, that you get where you can hit your bed rail. I also have an extra foot. The flatbed's 9 foot wide, I think, versus an 8 foot bed. Or 9. I have a little bit more room that I can get, have storage space for the bed. Bob's saying YouTube Ford versus Chevy pools. Yeah, it depends on the truck too. I mean, really, and it, if you know how to drive your truck, if you're gonna hook bumper to bumper, you gotta know how to drive your truck that way as well.
Could be like the guy that we passed the other day. So.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. No, so coming from Chassahowitzka River, what was the name of that? It's south of Crystal River, Homosassa. To get to where we're at here in the Palmetto area, we're on 75, I think it was, and there's this F450, a white F450 that was jacked up, lifted up, and it had a fifth wheel, and then it was triple tow, and then it had a golf cart on a trailer. So the golf cart's swaying like this, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna pass him like because this doesn't look safe. So when we get around him, I'm seeing the RV, which is cocked like this. The bumper might as well have been dragging on the ground. And then I see this truck, which is sitting the same angle. It looks like they lowered the rear end on it so that they could hook up. The front end sticking up in the air. Like, I don't know how he had to have been like Bill from Nursing a Travel Bug, being like 8 foot tall to see over the hood. And then also the grill. So the grill at the angle should have been angled, but it was for some reason broken. And actually, the direction that it should have been leveled out, it was facing like it was definitely an accident waiting to happen. And I don't care who you are and what kind of truck you think you want to have lifted. I love a lifted truck. Don't get me wrong. I love a lifted truck, especially a 450 that was of that nature. I love a lifted truck. But when it comes down to hauling a fifth wheel, you don't do that. You buy, if you can spend that much money on a lift kit and all that stuff for the truck, you can afford to either buy a second truck or afford to buy an air setup that brings your truck back down, allows you to go back down to the normal height so that you can tow safely and not take a chance on killing my children driving down the road.
Meh. Okay, now that we're done talking, I want to show you what I got for Christmas.
Yes. So Art of RVing, you guys all know Art of RVing has that Gus character. Esme has a character now after being at Mayberry.
No, I have 2.
Yeah, you have 3.
2.
Or 2.
Rand has 1.
Yeah, so she has her zebra, and then
No, it's stripes.
well, yeah, but it's a zebra.
No,
Lucky
Or
Dog,
Zoe.
production moderator, is in the house. Yeah, there's actually a lot of scary setups in our travels so far. I mean, we've been from PA out to Jersey to PA, down to Florida, over to Texas, and back again. Guys, if you're, I'm going to be straight with you. If your truck is sagging
I don't know, my fingers butt work.
when you put that RV on there, more than
that's
likely
not right.
that truck is not capable of hauling, or you have something wrong with your shock system. But if your truck is sagging, you should not be hauling that RV. Bottom line, that's the bottom line to it. It does too many things. It stresses out your RV. It stresses out your truck. It can cause too much trailer sway. There's so many things that can happen to it. Now, you can airbag it. You can do all that stuff, which helps out get it to level back. The bottom line is, you see this line right here on this, right above Ready, Set, Autism. If your RV is not level with that road, and you are angled if your front end's angled higher, you're putting a lot of stress on that back rear tires, more than if you have a dual axle like we do. You're putting way more weight on that back set of tires than should be. If you have it angled downward, you're putting more weight on those front tires. That suspension is designed on a dual axle is so that they are even with each other and they're taking the weight evenly. Ours right now is but once they do this goose hitch, it'll get it leveled back down. So yeah, full-time dream said Rocky's mini me. Big question from Ready, Set, Autism.
Well, this is Mr. Bananas.
So big question from Ready, Set, Autism is: does this mean you are sticking with full-time living for years to come?
Yeah.
So far, so good. We had set a 1 year term where after a year we'd look at it and reanalyze. But
we asked each other, "Did you like that?"
All
year?
the time. So far, we haven't been a year yet, but
yes, but
so
I keep telling Mom and Dad that me and Rand have done so many things that kids from school wouldn't have done. We got to see winter and hope. We got to camp on the beach for Christmas. We got to go to a spring. We got to go horseback riding for Rand's birthday. We got to do a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they've been so. Esme is 10, and Raylan is 7.
Now
7. They've been to 11 states so far, and we've only, we left out in October. Ready, Set, Autism. Rattletrap City sent people our way. Thank you so much. Ready, Set, Autism saying this is music to our ears. Yes, I mean it's such a nice. I don't know. We don't have to worry. Like, we don't have to mow grass. We don't have to take care of, like, the swimming pools that are here, that we're at these campgrounds. We don't have to pay for the chlorine. We don't have to, we don't have to maintain the pools. We don't have to do any of that stuff.
If we were home, we wouldn't be able to swim in a pool because we're not allowed to have pools.
It's like handing back a crying baby.
Yeah, so Aaron said it's like handing back a crying baby. If the baby doesn't like you or you don't like it, you can give it back to the parents. If we don't like a campground, we don't have to go back there, and B, we can leave right away if we wanted to. So it's the flexibility is just, it's great. Like, we were going to stay longer in Texas, a few days longer in Texas, but we had to leave because of the weather
and school.
We knew where we needed to be. We pulled a Nursing Our Travel Bug, sort of gave us this, and a few others at Mayberry. Like, when we left in October, I had everything planned out. Like, we were going to go here, then here, then here in Florida, down to Florida. Then when we were done in Florida, we were going to go over to Texas. Then we were going to go here.
Las Vegas.
And then we get to Mayberry, and all the full timers in Mayberry, Thin Blue Lane, nursing our travel bug. Who else said it? There's a whole slew of
Blue
them.
Wave.
No.
No?
No, he knew where he was going. I remember anyway. We they're like, I'm like, so where are you guys going next? They're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, how can you not know? You live like this is your livelihood. Like this is. And they're like, we'll go wherever. So once we got down to Florida and started looking at different schooling and stuff, we went out to Texas like we were planning. And then on the way back here, I knew where we needed to be. We need to be at this location where I'm at now in Palmetto by January 3rd. But from the time in Texas over to the Florida time, it was like wherever we ended up, we ended up. We set our destination to Palmetto, Florida. And when we were tired of driving, we found a Cracker Barrel or we found something else and just stayed. It was so nice having that flexibility. Nancy Lucas, hello. I told my kids about your channel. They'll be at the dog park tomorrow. You're living my dream life. Well, Nancy, it is very nice. It's very nice to be able to do.
Do you have girls or boys? It doesn't really matter.
Recognize the.
No, they're here.
Yeah, they're here. So they'll be at the dog park tomorrow. But yeah, so we get to just enjoy it, and two each.
I don't really care if they're a boy or a girl.
2 boys and 2 girls. Is that the ones you were playing with last night?
I don't know. Because he has 4 sisters and.
Okay. Well, Nancy, yeah, you'll have to maybe come over. Come over and introduce yourself tomorrow sometime.
You know where we are. RV Kids TV.
Yeah, just look for the RV Kids TV sign out in the front here. It's like 44 or something like that.
Everybody, don't forget to go subscribe to RV Kids TV Junior.
Oh, not again.
She just just tagging her own channel. So yeah, so she has RV. Her and Rayland have RV Kids TV Junior. Is another YouTube channel that they just started. If you get a chance to go over, check them out. They just had a video that went somewhat slightly viral. Their last one that they did. Just to give you a little background on that real quick. Oh, theirs weren't here last night. She saw the sign. Okay, yeah, just swing over sometime tomorrow. They usually get up at like noon.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I'll set my alarm for.
Well, they have school. They got homeschooling and stuff to go to do, but so probably
Today
like after 12 o'clock sometime.
No,
swing
today
over.
we got done at like 2.
2.
Around, okay. It was going on 2.
Yeah, swing on over and introduce. I'll be at school, but Aaron and the girls would be here. So yeah, definitely cool.
Look for a red truck.
Red truck.
They know RV Kids TV.
Yeah, she saw the sign.
Duh.
Yep. So yeah, definitely cool.
So would we stop this?
Will we stop this?
No.
Not right now.
No.
Like it's kind of sad coming back here because of school. I really would.
Yeah, we were.
I would like to go back home, like to PA, but I would also like keep going. But
yeah. Same
with Mom, but she wants to see. I want to see Grammy, and she wants to see Pap. Or I want to see Papa. She wants to see her mom. She wants to see her dad. I also want to see my friends.
I can't wait to go west.
Yeah. So the plan was to hit Texas and head west, and then come back to Texas for the schooling. But now that we changed over to Florida, like we that was the only thing about this whole trip now is that we were tied to coming back. We're tied to coming back to Florida again.
I want to say something though. With having 2 trucks, I don't like it. I don't like traveling separately. It's too much to worry about. Like it's double the stuff to worry about. It's like double the ass. It's not enjoyable. Like we talk on walkie-talkies. We're talking on walkie-talkies and stuff. But it's just not the same. Hold on a second. That's all I had to say. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it was definitely. We didn't get to experience. There were certain things that we didn't get to experience together driving back to Florida in separate vehicles. Bob says hello, Aaron. We didn't get to experience on the way back, like there were some things like, oh, check this out, look at this, but we're in separate vehicles, and it just didn't. It wasn't fun. That part wasn't fun at all. So as soon as I get everything stretched up, as soon as I get everything switched over, like I have the 150-gallon fuel cell in the bed of the Chevy. As soon as I get that switched over and get the hitch taken care of, then I'll be able to sell the blue truck.
You are gonna switch that?
Yes, sell the blue truck so that we're down to one vehicle again, and we don't have to worry about the double fuel costs and all that kind of stuff too.
But it's fun switching back and forth between cars.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been driving in Daddy's car.
It is a convenience. It is a convenience for that, but that we have the flexibility with two vehicles on that part. But the traveling wasn't fun. Ryan mentioned that one day, two vehicles. That's yeah. It's definitely not. It's definitely not that fun. Hey, not about the destination is in the house. Two vehicles is tough. I lost my wife on the road, and she was not very happy. Yeah, we just at the RV school, there was a guy. They were coming down from Ocala to here, and he lost his wife on 75, which can get pretty hectic. He lost her for like an hour and a half and couldn't find her. And finally, they met back up again, but she didn't. I guess she didn't know exactly where they were going and stuff like that. No, the one we met in Gettysburg.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. So real quick, Nancy, Lucas, everybody over here in this chat, we're all a bunch of RVers, and some of us are full time, some of us are most of the time, some of us are part times, but
some of us just like camping.
Definitely, get in contact with some of those people. They have some really cool channels as well. Not about the destination. We got to meet them.
School?
We got to meet them in person in one of our hometowns, and definitely a cool family. K&R Destinations, haven't gotten to meet them yet, but Kyle and I are like probably, we think we might be long lost brothers or something like that.
That's what I was gonna say.
And then Blue Wave Odyssey, he's got a really good channel too.
Kyle and pretty much are brothers from another mother.
Yeah, Ready Set Autism, Lucky Dog Productions. They're every one of these guys. Avenger. Oh shoot, I missed you. Avenger RV Adventure. I missed you to saying hello. I know I missed you.
Nursing Our Travel Bug's fun.
Nursing Our Travel Bug. You got Rat Trap Fishing in here. Full Time Dream is another good channel. Like these are all really good channels to be able to meet with on their lives and stuff like that. It's just super cool. They're just super cool.
Watch out, because me and K&R, we like to fight about that Spider-Man or Batman's better.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man is. My mom was like, Spider-Man. If he can't do it, then no one can. I was like, then Batman can't do it.
Yeah. But anyway, definitely make sure you guys check out RV Kids TV Junior as well. They're doing a lot of fun stuff like kids and all. What kids do as life.
Spider-Man
as a full-time child, a full-time RVing child. But yeah. So once again, guys, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah! Oh, look at this! Ready Set Autism's kicking in, saying Spider-Man.
We're gonna have to do a video on RV Kids TV Junior. Which one's better, Spider-Man or Batman? And we'll have to do the reasons why.
Yeah.
I have no reasons that's why Spider-Man's better. It's
Avenger RV Adventures is saying the Avengers are better.
That wasn't me.
Yes. So here you guys go. Bob, is that the link to their actual live, or is that the one that I linked in the description? Hopefully that's the link to the live. You guys, Getting Out RV Adventures with the McGuires. Yes, it's a long name, but hopefully they're going to be changing it here by the looks of it. Hopefully shortening it down. Getting Out RV Adventures with the McGuires.
The Flash is good. Good. I love The Flash. I used to love The Flash. I still do. But it's either Hulk. Type in which one's better,
Oh,
Hulk
snap.
or
Now look.
Thor.
So Full-Time Dream saying Batman needed a sidekick. Superman is better.
No.
I think the Flash saying better than both. Okay. And then Bob saying yes to the live. So that link, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in 5 minutes. The McGuires are doing their very first ever live. So make sure you guys are over there. A super cool family. We got to meet them in person at the Mayberry meetup. Definitely down to earth family.
They're
RV's
funny.
family. He tends to drive a little slow though. So if you come along beside him, that we passed. No, I'm just kidding. He was just driving slower than I was. And he says I was speeding, but I was doing a speed limit. I swear to you, I was doing a speed limit.
That's what he always says.
Yeah, maybe changing tonight. I think that was the goal.
What did Mom say?
Aaron said Hugh Jackman. I mean Wolverine.
No, I mean,
yeah.
no. It's no.
Hulk smash. Yeah, they're doing an Amazon e-card giveaways and all. I mean, they're doing a really cool setup from what it looks. McGuire Mondays, I think is. There is another. I do have to. I'm gonna, because I'm not picking any kind of size or anything, but I think Rayleigh Creative is also live at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm not gonna pick size or anything. I already told the McGuires that I'm gonna mention both of them. So Rayleigh Creative is. They are also he was in here. He's probably getting ready for his debut.
Kyle, I saw that comment. I saw.
But yeah, Rayleigh Creative Travel is also going live at 8 p.m.
I'm watching you, Kyle.
And then Kyle also put in there the link to RV Kids TV Junior.
Thank you.
So make sure you go over there and hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on.
Watch our recent video.
And watch the recent video. That we never did explain it. That video, they follow another person, CWC, Chadwell Clay, and they asked everybody to do a video like that
to defeat Project Zorgo.
Somewhat of a video like that, and so that's what they did, and they're up to what they're like over 3,000 views on it, which is pretty cool.
That's us.
Yes, right. That is correct. They're going live for the very first time, so definitely want you to make sure you jump over and do it. Make sure you type in RV Kids TV Raid when you go over to the McGuires.
I know this has nothing to do with like Spider-Man or whatever. Zac Efron's the best. Out of all of these, Zac Efron's the best.
Zac
Efron does have pretty decent eyes. I do have to give you that.
Huge Ackman.
Esme, me, and your dad need to collab on a
continuation of your video.
Continuation. Yeah. Kyle was shooting some ideas out there and stuff like that. Yeah. For the next video. So we'll definitely have to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
But
for the first time,
everybody make sure you go over to RV Kids TV, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and then after the McGuires, go check out their videos, and check out our most recent one. It's on Wayne's Tire Shop. So if you have to get your vehicle inspected in Texas, it's such a great family-owned business. They're so down to earth. They're here for you. Okay. And Ready Said Autism. If you can email us, if you're still in the room, if you can email us some contact information so we can figure a way to meet up. That'd be really cool if you want to. If you want to. They posted 2 minutes ago, so it should be there. But anyway, you guys, thanks for coming out here and supporting us and chatting with us, spending some time. We'll keep you updated as the schooling goes on and stuff like that. And through our weekly lives, Mondays at 7 p.m.
Yes, we will.
And make sure you check out our videos that keep coming up. So make sure you have notifications turned on for both our channels because we have more videos coming. And one of which is going to be on how to change your domicile over to Texas using escapees. And we literally are going to show you where to go, where you have to go at each one of the places in Livingston there. So looks like somebody knocking on our door.
Spider-Man's better.
It's time to go over to see to meet up with the McGuires for their very first live. So we see you guys. If you're traveling, be safe. If you're not traveling, be safe. But most important,
Spider-Man's
God
better
bless.
than
Most important, God bless.
Spider-Man's better.
Most important, God bless.
Spider-Man's better.